Hey everyone. So I've been looking to get an action camera to add a little bit more depth to my crappy YouTube videos that no one watches. I don't plan on doing a lot with it, so I didn't really want to invest several $100s into a GoPro. I'm going to be doing a video soon where I get stung by about 5,000 hornets and thought an action camera will really help capture that footage. So make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see what happens when an idiot tries to remove a hornet's nest that is bigger than a basketball. Anyway, so while looking for a cheaper GoPro alternative, there were a few things that I knew I wanted. 1. It had to be $100 or less. 2. I wanted one that could capture 4K video at 60 frames per second. 3. It had to be available on Amazon Prime with 1-day free shipping, because I'm not a doctor and I don't have any patience. 4. I wanted one with electronic image stabilization, so that when I'm shaking from a caffeine overdose, the video footage won't be choppy. 5. Most importantly, I wanted one that was designed and made in China, because Chinese products are known for their high quality and durability. So I looked on Amazon, compared different action cameras, and only found one that seemed to have everything I wanted. Enter the ApeMan A87 action camera. This just screamed quality to me. Who wouldn't want a camera that's distributed by gorillas? This one is on Amazon with a few different options to select from, ranging from $60 to $100. The difference being how many accessories you get with it. But what really drew me in was that they have a 40% off instant coupon on all of these, so I decided to purchase the fully loaded $99 one with a case and all the accessories, which brought the total down to about $59 before tax. This camera also has Wi-Fi, which I don't need, but hey, bonus. So let's start off with the unboxing. Look at this, a nice little thank you card. And a nice case that proudly displays the well-known ApeMan logo. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in this. This looks like a remote control, that's really cool. Ooh, a battery. Here's the camera itself in a waterproof case. Let's take the protective film off of this. My wife hates me. She leaves protective film on everything she buys. Let's open this bad boy up and get the camera out. Take more of that protective film off. Alright, I want to power this puppy up. Let's get the battery compartment open. I can't seem to get it open. It is just not opening up. Maybe I should RTFM and see if there's a special procedure to open the battery slot. Okay, it says to slide the tab and the battery compartment will open. Why is this not working? Okay, let me get a tool to help. Oh, that's not convenient. The battery cover just falls out. Usually these things are attached with a hinge. I could see myself losing this out in the field. Let's try to put the battery cover back on. Okay, why isn't it going back on? That's not cool, it just went flying away. What am I doing wrong here? Maybe I'm putting it on the wrong way. Oh, look at that. Yep, I had it backwards. Now it's on. Well, there's no indicator on it or any way of easily seeing which way it goes on, so that kind of sucks, but I guess I'll get used to it. Let's finally power this bad boy up. Okay, has a touchscreen, nice. Looks like I have to set the date and time. You know what? I really don't care about the date and time. Screw it. Okay, it says I need to insert a micro SD card. Did it come with one? I don't think so. For the price of this camera, I'd be really surprised, but let's look. Oh, nice. Came with a few zip ties. This tool is for removing micro SD cards from a cell phone, but this camera has an open slot, so I don't know why this tool is included. Got some Velcro straps. Whoa, look at that, an extra battery door. It's almost like they knew that you were going to lose the original battery door. Mini handcuffs with sticky pads. I don't know what this is. It looks like a tripod mount. a small micro USB cable. I hate micro USB. I wish this had USB-C, but for the price of the camera, I guess I can't complain. Looks like it has 3 spares of these mounting things. I have no clue what this is for. This is some kind of clip, but I don't know how it attaches to the camera. Oh look, an extra battery. I don't know what this is for either. An extra door for the waterproof case. And a remote control. Whoa, what's this? Oh, I know what this is for. It's for attaching the camera to your finger. That's awesome. So, let's put a micro SD card in and test this puppy out. Fortunately, I have a spare micro SD card laying around. So, does the card slot and the USB ports have some kind of cover? I think most cameras have a rubbery thing here to protect it from dirt and dust and water. Maybe the other spare battery door goes on this? Nope, it doesn't fit. Okay, so this thing isn't going to be water resistant or dust proof unless it's in the case, so don't use it near water without the case. Let's turn it on. Okay, I don't care about the date and time, piss off. Oh, look at this, a helpful tutorial showing me how to use the touchscreen. The auto white balance is a bit off, my hand looks yellow. Has a bunch of different features. Time-lapse, burst, self-timer, long exposure. Let's actually see what camera settings we can change. Okay, doesn't look like much. I can't set a Kelvin white balance, only presets. None of these presets seem to look that good. Oddly enough, the fluorescent white balance seems to look the best, even though I'm using natural daylight from the window here. It looks like I can't set a shutter speed or aperture, only an EV value to make it brighter or darker. That kind of sucks. Looks like there's a few special effects you can apply, none of which I am interested in. And it doesn't appear you can change the ISO speed either, even though there's a button for ISO. It's grayed out. And obviously you can change the recording quality in frames per second. We've got 4K 60, 4K 30, 2.7K 30, 1080p 120, 720p 240. I'm hoping that 240 frames per second might be good for slow motion videos. Looks like the remote controller works pretty good. Going to put it back up to 4K 60 and we'll do some actual tests soon. I'm just playing around with it. The screen quality isn't horrible, but it's not the best. Let's get into the waterproof case. The buttons seem to work okay, but you can't really change any settings while the waterproof case is on, which kind of sucks. This button on the side only seems to turn the Wi-Fi on or off. That seems kind of pointless to have a dedicated button, but whatever. Okay, so let's capture some actual footage with this and see what it looks like. For the first test, I'm going to take a short video of this random cute baby that wandered into my house when I left the window open. Okay, the low light quality isn't the greatest. This room here isn't that dark, but the video is pretty dark and grainy. And this room here is even brighter, but the quality is still not the greatest. You're not going to want to use this thing inside. Outdoors only. Let's head outside and do some tests to see how waterproof the case is. This first one here is at 4K 60. The video quality is much better outside, but it's definitely not top tier 4K quality. I would have loved to do a depth rating test where I throw the camera into a lake to see how water resistant it is, but I don't have any money to waste because no one subscribes to my channel and I don't make any money off of these videos. Maybe someday I can do cool videos of products being destroyed, but at the moment I just don't have the money to burn. The camera still works, so the waterproof case does seem to do its job. Let's try a slow motion video at 720p to 40 fps. This here has been slowed down in post to 8% speed. Works good, but the 720p quality is pretty poor. So I actually discovered there's a low light setting in the options, which I would have known if I had RTFM. So I'm going to head underground to my secret dungeon and take a low light video of the rock wall. The video on the top is without low light mode, the one on the bottom is with low light mode on. I only see a very slight improvement. Okay, now let's test out the electronic image stabilization. Video on the top is without EIS, and the bottom is with it turned on. Okay, it definitely does seem to stabilize the video a little bit, but it makes it a bit blurry at times. Very similar to warp stabilization in Adobe Premiere. Okay, and here are my final thoughts on this action camera. The controls are really horrible, and it's hard to operate the menus. Fortunately, it doesn't have many settings you can change anyway, so you can just set it and forget it. The electronic image stabilization works, but doesn't work terribly good. The low light mode is useless, so you're going to only want to use this camera outdoors. I did play around with the burst mode, the time lapse, the slow, shutter, etc., and those work fine. It's just kind of a pain to go into the menus to enable and disable them. I decided that if you're going to change the settings a lot, you are going to have to download the app and use Wi-Fi to change the settings on the camera from your smartphone. I did not shoot any video of the Wi-Fi test, so you'll just have to trust me that the Wi-Fi control works. The app isn't great, but it does work. This camera came with a ton of accessories, but I don't think most of them are useful to me. I don't even have a clue how to use most of these accessories, and the manual gives no hints. If you know how to use these accessories, please comment on this video and let me know, because if not, I'm probably just going to throw them in the garbage. It comes with 2 batteries, which is nice, but doesn't come with a separate battery charger. You can only charge through the USB port. I did RTFM and could not figure out for the life of me how to change the ISO speed. That option is always grayed out. The actual video quality is mediocre at best. The 4K is true 4K, but the quality just isn't great. But I didn't expect great quality for $60. It's not up to the quality of a GoPro or a DSLR camera, but you get what you pay for. Considering the cheapest GoPro that has 4K 60 is the $400 GoPro Hero 6, and this camera was $60, I'd say I'm happy with this camera actually. It will suit my needs just fine for getting occasional action footage. The quality of this camera and the features it has definitely reflects its price tag, and I think this is probably the best action camera you're going to find under $100 new. The one thing that stood out to me the most about this camera was that they included an extra battery door, almost like they knew you were going to lose the first one. That's really good insight by the manufacturer and was a much better decision on their part than just designing it with a hinge. I may add a hinge myself anyway. I'll see what I'm able to fabricate. Maybe I'll super glue a rubber band to it or something. Hope this was helpful. Links to the product are in the description, and it's not an affiliate link and I make no money off of it. If this review was helpful to you, click the subscribe button on my channel and like this video. It only takes a few seconds, and the Dalai Lama will bestow upon you good karma.